Shalom, shalom. It's your brother Malcolm from a branch of GMS here in Chicago. Coming at you with another lesson at 0 Dark 100. Giving all praises, glory, and honor unto Yahweh Bashem Yahushai. Double honors unto the apostles and the elders of GMS, who are the true leaders of all Israel on earth today, worthy of double honors. All right. And salutations to the Akim that are doing this work in truth and sincerity, risking their lives and freedom to do so, and the confusion of faith, brothers who are joining continually unto us. All right, and to the Akwath who are listening and learning. To you I say shalom. This is a quick lesson of Let the Bible Speak, and it will be very quick. But the spirit was heavy on me, so I decided to just first thing, just doing a little bit of, have a little cup of Joe, and just jump right into the scriptures. So I'm going to start with Isaiah, the 49th chapter. This truth is really hurting Esau. They're being exposed at every turn immediately. Things that they do that wouldn't come out for 50 years later, it's coming out almost within a couple of days, almost the next day in some cases. And it's making it very difficult, and the elites are getting angry, man. But this is Isaiah 49, and I'm going to start at verse 2. And it reads, "And he hath made my mouth like a sharp sword. In the shadow of his hand hath he hid me, and made me a polished shaft. In the quiver have he hid me," like a sword, man. And brothers like myself, from the apostles on down, to the newest brother who just crossed the line, to the confusion of face brother who's putting up videos, we're cutting Esau so badly. And things that were getting written, that will be written into history as truths, then be exposed as lies 30, 40, 50 years later, it's being exposed immediately, man. This is the downfall of Esau Edom, man. Just go on the internet, just go on YouTube, and there are hundreds of videos speaking on the decline of the pale male, man. The number of children that they're having, they're dying, their drug overdoses, suicides, no jobs, no hope. They're starting to feel what is truly that the curses of Deuteronomy 30 and 7 is falling on them right in front of your faces, and some of these people still don't want to believe, man. Not to mention the amount of their women that are sleeping with Jacob, man. All right, and you got wicked Israelite women who lie down with the devil too, being all unpleased physically, but they're trying to get their comfort on this side, but they don't realize that running to them is like running to buy a ticket to jump on the Titanic, because it's over for them. It's just a matter of time, man. And they're gonna go out with a bang. It's gonna get violent, and they're gonna kill a lot of Jacob, man. A lot of you Israelites are getting ready to die, man. And Yahweh willing, the men of the Lord that are doing this work in truth and sincerity will be exposed, will be exempt from that, as pursuant to Ezekiel 9 and 4. This is Obadiah, the 6th verse, and it says, "How are the things of Esau searched out? How are his hidden things sought up?" Through these scriptures and through history, man. Because, the son of perdition, who is Esau Edom, he's hidden his identity for thousands of years, man. All right, he's claimed to be everybody but himself. I have an image in my phone that a brother turned me on to, that and it's from Cecil B. DeMille's version of the Ten Commandments, which is very, very popular movie still unto this day. And when you look at the children of Israel leaving out of Egypt, they show you in the movie, if you look in the background at the gates what they're leaving out of, there's Egyptians on there, as dark as the coffee in my cup, man. And knowing that Moses passed for an Egyptian, you see, so if you look at the gates, you can't go back and change and destroy the movie now. So the evidence is all around you. It's been in your face all along. All these people that's in denial, man. But yeah, on the wall, there are chariot riders facing each other, who are of the chocolate persuasion. All right. And then there are also 6 statues of Hamites, Mizraim, Egyptians, if you will, in headdress, and they're all dark with those Hamitic features, man. The big wide noses, the thick lips, the ones that they always try to chisel off and destroy to try to cover up and hide that. Okay, and back into the scriptures. This is in Peter's. This is Peter's the 3rd chapter, starting at verse 3. All right, and I'm just going to read down to verse 9. And it says, knowing this first, that there shall come in the last days scoffers walking after their own lusts, like the ones that are constantly on the Israelite channels, man, constantly on my channels, man, speaking conjecture and then taking false fabricated history, which has been proven to be lies, and trying to use that as a defense. And their math doesn't add up. They're no better than Fox and CNN trying to make 1 + 1 = 3. Like I said, these false flag events are being exposed almost immediately, man. All right, and often by Edomites themselves. They're the main ones putting up the evidence and putting up the images, showing you the same crisis actors, showing you the same faces that were in 5 incidents that already happened, man. So changing of the color of their hair and letting them wear glasses when they didn't wear glasses before, but you know, you can still see the facial features, man. Okay. It says in verse 4, and saying, where is the promise of his coming? For since the fathers fell asleep, all this can continue as they were from the beginning of creation. And that's pretty much, you know, these Edomites and heathens and our own people alike poke fun at the scriptures, man. You know, your make-believe God, you know, your make-believe language, your you know, your false hope, you know, or continue to just believe in the fabricated lie that they're the people of the Lord, you know, and you know that the Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans are no people or not the same people, which is a lie. The evidence is overwhelming to prove that they are. Okay, verse 5. For they are willingly ignorant of that by the word of power the heavens were old, and the earth standing out of the water and in the water, whereby the world then was being overflowed with water, perished. So all, you know, so the first destruction was with water, man. The second destruction is coming with fire, and it's coming soon. And hey, I was watching the news last night, MSNBC, and you know, Donald Trump, you know, eagle-faced Trump, man, was saying he wanted his missiles in tip-top shape, his nuclear arsenal in tip-top shape, man. This thing is about to happen. You got rappers and celebrities and people all around the world. Why you think the all fallout shelters and bunkers and prepping is so popular, man? Go and Google. You got very wealthy, powerful people that are preparing for this. But yet people still want to make mockery, still go to a Cubs game, still buy Jordans, man, and worry about the next 2K game. All right? But the heavens and the earth, which are now by the same word I kept in store, reserved unto fire against the day of judgment and the perdition of ungodly men. The destruction of you ungodly men. And the son of perdition is Esau, Edom, the so-called white man. Because according to the scriptures, not me, according to the scriptures, the nation of Edom, which is why they hid the fact that they are Edom, is the only nation that's going to get utterly destroyed off the face of the earth. The whole book of Obadiah is dedicated to it. All right, the whole book. All right, and anyone fixing their lips to fabricate the lie that the Edomites are done away with, that's a lie, because the scriptures clearly say that there's no people that's done away with. That's a future prophecy, man. And Esau, you know, has to go into captivity, as the scriptures say, then get destroyed, and they're gonna serve double the slavery and worse slavery than the so-called Negroes did. And Esau should be terrified. When you look at your history and all the hanging and the raping and the murder and the arrestment of the development of the so-called Negro, Latino, and Native American, I think, you know, yeah, I can understand why Esau is upset. But you should have thought about that when you were doing the things you were doing. And those of you who sat back and didn't do anything about it and benefited from it, well, too bad. Verse 8. But beloved, be not ignorant of this one thing, that one day with the Lord is as 1,000 years, and 1,000 years is as one day. All right, because it seems like it's a long time. All right, you know, it's been 10 years that I've been prophesying, saying this, and my elders double and triple of that, some of them before me. All right, but now the things that they've been saying are coming to pass. The things that I was saying 10 years ago are coming to pass. So when I got into this thing, you know, I barely had any gray, you know, none. As a matter of fact, when I think back, the gray started coming in when about a year and a half into this truth. I think that this truth brought the grays in that much faster, man. But that's okay. I embrace it, man. You know. But verse 9. Yahweh is not slack concerning his promise, as some men count slackness, but is long suffering to usward, not willing that any should perish, but all should come to repentance, man. So the Lord don't really want any of us to perish, any of the elect, but to come to repentance. And the rest of you, there is no repentance, man. All the other Israelites who want to remain Moors and Christians and Jehovah's Witnesses and Buddhists and you know, or whatever they're into, man, they're gonna perish. And you know, there's a joke among Jake, man. You don't want to be a nutsack Israelite, man. I mean, that's better than being a heathen, but you know, it's the ones who make the first trip they're gonna really be blessed, man, and that's what we're striving for. With that, I'm gonna say all praises, glory, and honor be unto Yahweh Bashim Shai. Double honors unto the apostles and the elders, and Shalom.